All right, guys, welcome back to another video. I'm gonna make this one kind of short. It's just a little how-to, and we're gonna do how to change the oil on a 2019 through 2022 Husky. This should apply for KTMs and gas as well from those years. It might apply for different bikes as well, but yeah, this is just a basic how-to. First thing you want to do, fire up your bike, run it for a couple minutes or so, just because it'll make the oil drain a lot better. My bike's already warm, so let's get to it. All right, so first, there's the drain bolt. So if it'll focus right there. So you're gonna loosen that and then let that drain out. All right, to get the drain bolt off, I'm just using a 13 millimeter. And there you go. So that's a little bit darker than you want. I ran just under 10 hours on it, so I'd probably go a little bit sooner than that, but it's not terrible. So you want to look, the stuff will stick. So if there's any metal, it'll stick to that. So you don't want a bunch, but every bike's gonna have a little bit. So you just want to make sure there's no chunks. All right, so in these Huskies and KTMs and gas, they have a screen as well. So you're gonna want to take that off. That is also a 13 mil. Sometimes these can be pretty stuck too. Yep. So I finally got that loose. I had to use like a pry bar. This was really stuck. So get this one off. And just set these aside, clean them up later. Then there's a little screen in here. If you can't get it out, which I don't think I can, you're gonna need a pliers. So just get a needle nose, pop it out. Pretty simple. So you're gonna set this aside as well, and we'll clean this up as well. All right, and the last thing we gotta take off, this to get to this cover, which is the oil filter. And these are 8 mil. All right, so we're gonna set this aside as well. We're not gonna reuse it, obviously, but I wanna look for metal flakes, and we'll clean this out as well. So, all right, so to clean this out, you're gonna wanna get a relatively clean rag, just so you can see if the filter was missing any oil chunks or shavings. You can look, and we're looking really good. I'm not seeing any chunks or even any shavings, so that is exactly what you want to see. Look in there, not missing any. All right, so this is everything. We're not going to use this, and we are not going to use this. So if you want to look at your filter, make sure you're good to go, do that. This is what we're going to focus on here. Just clean this up the best you can with some like parts cleaner, whatever you got, and then we can reinstall it. I'm gonna go ahead and put the screen back in. So now this, you have to be careful. On the screen, there's some like notches. Those will go in and you'll feel it kind of pop in place. And then it'll focus. See how it's not laying at the bottom? It's like right in the middle there. So that's how you know that's in place. You can go ahead and put this back in. So once that's in, we'll torque it to spec. I'll put the torque spec on the screen right now. All right, if you live by a Husky or KTM dealer, or they might actually sell these online, go ahead and buy one of these kits. They are a lifesaver. You don't have to order stuff separate. It comes with the exact amount of oil that you need, so you don't have to measure it. And yeah, it's perfect. So you get the oil filter, which is a KTM, Motor X oil, which is what I've always run, never had an issue, and you get the crush washer, so that's perfect. And that's all you guys need. So let's put this back together. All right, so you want to make sure this side goes in, this side will be facing out. Some people like to pre-oil their oil filters. I don't do it. You guys can roast me in the comments if you're supposed to, but again, I've never had any issues, so I just put them in like this. Just like the screen, you'll feel it kind of pop in place, and it won't be sitting on the bottom, it'll be kind of right in the middle there, and that's how you know it is in correctly. Okay, so now, once this is clean, which I did not do a very good job at cleaning it, gonna want to put this back on here. And I also would recommend cleaning up this area outside. I skipped that part, but I would recommend doing it. It's worth your time. Okay, so you'll torque this down to spec. I'll put the torque spec on the screen for this as well. All right, so you're gonna put the fresh crush washer on here and screw that back in. All right, so the last step to this, get a funnel, and you'll just dump the oil right in here. I'm gonna need both my hands to do this, so I won't be able to film it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, so once you get that put in, you are pretty much all set. So I would run the bike just to get the oil, you know, flowing through the motor, and take it easy for the first 2 minutes, and then you are good to go. So hope you guys enjoyed. And if you guys have any questions about, you know, bike maintenance, or you want to see anything else, just comment down below. I'm usually pretty quick at responding. And if you run into any issues doing an oil change, yeah, feel free to comment. So I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.